You have been given all the tools, isn't it? If you are healthy mind and body, you have been given all the tools. So intelligence as such can be developed. Remember, the brain has plasticity, isn't it?
Welcome to the Change My Way of Life podcast. Shree Krsna Guruji.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Yes, well, today we're going to be speaking about children, their intelligence and genius. So the first question that we have is, can we train our child to become a genius?
A short answer is yes. You can definitely train your child to become a genius. For this, I will give you one small story. Now, you are into beekeeping, you do beekeeping. So the bees are all the same. When I say they are all the same, they carry the same cell structure and the DNA and everything. Literal. So they are like our stem cells, if you remember. Now it so happens that, let us say the queen bee dies today. She is dead. But she has laid eggs. These eggs are there in her hive. So they have, let us say, a committee, kind of a, worker bees. They have to select a queen bee. Now the queen bee has to be selected from the new eggs that have been deposited. So they select 3 or 4 of them. Now what they do is they create a nest space, a small, hanging nest space. And these bees, what they do is they start pouring in that something which is called the royal jelly. Remember, queen bee is a royalty. So the royal jelly is poured inside that, and these small tiny creatures inside are supposed to consume it. After a few days, after they have filled that whole thing with the royal jelly, one of them hatches out. The one who hatches out first, which is the primary one, is designated as a queen. Now, out of these 3, 4, 5 or whatever number that are there, this one has come out. The first job of that queen bee is to destroy the remaining competition that is there, 4 of them or 5 of them. It goes and destroys that. And then she is supposed to eat and become ready for the great day. Now, I want you to understand that this is the same bee that is like any other bee. But because of this royal jelly that is there, she converts into a royal queen. After she matures in a few days' time, her job is to try out various skill sets. So she tries out. She goes out and she tries out various skill sets of going around, and then her job is to ensure that she mates with at least 10, 12, 15, 20 different males. The one who mates with her immediately after that dies. All these, whatever the male gamete that is there, a sperm or whatever you call it, she preserves this inside her body. She goes back inside and she has preserved these sperms inside her body. And then what she does is really very unique. She can lay thousands of eggs at a time. So every time she will lay those eggs inside that, honeycomb, and the worker bees are produced over there. During that time, they are supposed to consume the nectar. Now, the reason why I told you this story is because nature has created this kind of an impact in the society. You will find that given a chance and an opportunity, any child, or for that matter, any of these growing children, can definitely achieve their objective in life. Suppose they want to become geniuses, they can be trained as well. Remember, this queen bee that has come out has already destroyed the rest of the participants, whoever they might be. So you have to understand that there may be hundreds of children like this whom we can train, but one of them will definitely be a genius. But everybody can try to be a genius, not that they cannot be. So I believe that in life, everybody can get an equal opportunity to become a genius. So your child can definitely be transformed into a genius. We have to only find that magic potion for ourselves. That is called the royal jelly. Now, though it sounds very strange, but there are certain ways in which you can definitely develop a child. And we are going to understand this in today's podcast.
Very nice. So you're saying that the genius is not born, it's created?
No, the genius is born as well. See, understand one thing. In our world of spiritual, what we say that everybody is given the equal opportunity, isn't it? See, everybody is given the equal opportunity. It is their job to go and grab it. And then you have to work very hard for it. Recently, I told the story of the doctor from New York City, isn't it? In that, I also told how he was a complete dunce and then he started learning and then he became a genius. It is possible. Not that it is not possible. But you have to provide these children with something, which is what we will discuss. So I think we can safely say that everybody can be born a genius, but geniuses get made by circumstances, opportunities, training, and so on and so forth. So we have to look at this exactly from a very holistic point of view and understand it.
Yes, Guruji. Yes. So what do we mean then when we say that a child is gifted or a genius?
That is a very interesting question. See, when we say that a child is a genius or gifted, if you take 20 children and teach all of them, let us say at the age of 4 and 5, teach them to play a piano. Can you understand there is going to be one child in that 20 who is going to learn faster, who is going to put in more efforts, is going to understand music better, and is going to repeat it and is able to create his own as well. So we can definitely say that that child is gifted. And he can be a genius as well. Genius is, we have to work very hard towards that destination and goal. So you can definitely say that the child is gifted because he's able to pick up the nuances very fast. He's able to grasp the meanings, he's able to play along, and he's able to create something in his mind. Got it? And that is how we can say that a child can be gifted or can be a genius as well.
Okay, so intelligence is not fixed, it's cultivated?
See, intelligence is a very unique term. If I look at the library books that are there, the whole library is lined by books. You can see mine also. So if the library is lined by books, you have to pick up the book and read first. See, think like this. Everything is available. It is the ability of that individual to go and pick out those things. Say, for example, the child should show interest in reading, writing, poetry, and all those other things. The interest has to come from within. So as Sri Krishna says, you have to make the efforts. The results are not going to be in your hands, no doubt about it. But making efforts, which means you have been given all the tools, isn't it? If you are healthy mind and body, you have been given all the tools. So intelligence as such can be developed. Remember, the mind, or let us call it a brain, the brain has plasticity, isn't it? You have heard about this. Okay. Plasticity means what? I can create more and more type of connections in the brain. I can create more and more type of knowledge which I can accumulate in different spaces. I can learn different arts and skills and music and poetry, you name it. If I have to go in that direction and make it a habit, I can definitely develop my intelligence. And maybe, like they say, Hercule Poirot had a lot of, the gray matter in his brain. So someone may be having that matter, and that person can become more intelligent. See, intelligence cannot be limited to a certain, database like, okay, so many gigabytes or so many petabytes of data. No. Intelligence is the way in which you use that particular knowledge in the material world. And that is what I would say as intelligence.
Yes, Guruji, what role does the environment that the child's raised in play in their child's development?
Yes, the environment is very, very important. Now, I will give you an example of a child who grew up in a very poor village in India. Okay, he was very poor. He did not have any tools, nothing. He was going to his regular school in the village and all that. But this was in Manali. Manali is a place where there is snow in India. Okay. So this child, he put together a few blocks of wood and created a sledge for himself. Okay. Now, Manali, the ice may not be there for long. Snow will not be there for long. So what happened was he was using the road which goes from top to bottom. And he used to slide on this homemade thing. Imagine that. He would do that, and somewhere he was able to go for some kind of international games. Now, India doesn't have that talent. Please understand, India doesn't have any place where they can train a person in winter sports. Ours is a summer country, that we have sun. But there are certain places in India where you can have winter sports also. And this young boy, at the age of 18, participated in the first international game. What does that tell you? Can you say that the environment helped him? No. And yes, as well, because he didn't have it, so he wanted to have it. Think like this. So the child would have made arrangements on his own thinking. Doesn't that tell you that he has used his intelligence in creating that beautiful board? And when he went to various other games, what he did was, he didn't even have the shoes nor the boards or anything. He would go to some other team and request them, can I use your boards? Can I use your boards? And that is how he has now entered the world of Winter Olympics. It's a really hard climb. But the environment which was given to him was of, you can say, he was desperate to do something. He wanted to do something and to overcome the difficulty. So yes, environment also plays a part. Another thing which happened with him was, because he didn't have money to go to any of these winter places, so what he did was, he did a fund me campaign, and he was able to gather money from 20,000 people. And then he bought his skates, and then he bought his, those garments, whatever is required, the gloves and all. And on his garment, on his, whatever the shirt or whatever he is wearing, he had written the names of those 20,000 people. So it is really a very beautiful thing, I feel that human beings can develop like this. So the environment can also be there. And even if it is against the person also, they should be able to get out and create a world of their own. So both ways we can look at it.
Yes, Guruji. So, Guruji, can practice outweigh a natural ability?
Yes. When a person practices something, even if they don't know a thing about it, we have a lot of cooks in India nowadays, chefs. Most of the chefs who are running these small eateries and places in Bangalore and in India, they have not gone to any training school. No. But they have practiced, and practiced. Wherever they got a small job, they have practiced on it. And definitely practice makes a person perfect, as you know that. So I feel that if you keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again, someday you will become a master of that. I remember in my past, I used to sell those frying pans, pans. Now in India, there is something which is called dosa. We have that flat pancake kind of a thing, dosa. So because I was promoting a company which was making uh, this kitchen equipment, I would stand in front of hundreds of people making dosas of non-stick cookware. Now, I am not an expert, but after my 10th or the 12th exhibition, I started making dosas left, right, and center. And people would just stand in queue waiting with one dish in front of me. So today, if you ask me whether I know how to make dosa, of course, I must have made thousands. So naturally, I can say, yes, I know how to make a very beautiful crunchy dosa as well. So I think it pays in the long run to definitely develop this kind of, practices.
I see. So then what role does genetics play in intelligence and a child's ability to learn?
Yes. See, genes carry database from the parents and their forefathers. Now, if someone is in a particular field, let us say there is a person who is a doctor. His wife is a doctor, their father, their mother are doctors, and now they have a child. How easy is it for that child to get into becoming a medical person very soon? In front of his eyes, he has seen his parents do the same thing. His learning becomes easier. And genes would definitely play a part, isn't it? He will have a particular type of hand and fingers. Genes carry this database. So naturally, his fingers would be light and he would be able to hold the scalpel in the future, all those kind of things. His eyesight would be good. Maybe he will be able to, do those microsurgeries or whatever that he wants to. So I think the parents can give a good part of their genetic makeup to their child. And the child, with the environment and with the knowledge that he is gathering from his parents, can join the same bandwagon, can become a good surgeon or whatever that the parents are doing. So this is just an example of a doctor. The same could be said for even a farmer. The same could be said for a person who is an accounts person. It depends again. Somebody is a chartered accountant. In the family, everybody is a chartered accountant. Naturally, it becomes very easy. I know of a family where I think there are more than 20, 30 chartered accountants. And the person that I know, his nephew, who was just 21 years old, I met him one day. And then I asked him, what is he doing? He had already finished his CA exam, that is Chartered Accountancy exam, and he was kind of practicing with his parents. So that gave me an idea that, of course, you can do it. Genes would definitely play a part in it, but I cannot attribute everything to the genes. See, we cannot say genes are the mainstay. No. One of the portions of developing a genius, one of the small parts is also the genetic makeup. Yes.
Well, Guruji, thank you so very much for answering these questions today.
Thank you very much.
If you have enjoyed this presentation and would like to be informed of new presentations, remember to like, share, and subscribe or follow. Thank you.